exercise number 3. We're going to go down to the ground for this one because we're going to do hip thrusts. Lay your back flat. Try to not have an arch underneath you. Just lay your bum out, bring your back flat on the ground. My entire back is touching the floor at this point in time. Your feet should be about hips width apart when you get started. Where your toes point will again be about your comfort level. What you want is you don't want to be so incredibly close to your bum with your heels that you feel your hamstring and your calves touching. Just go out slightly to the point where they're barely touching each other. Any further out, if they're not touching at all, is going to be too far. Now, just like with the squats, your knees go out. Your focus point on this is going to be 2 things. Your knees always fighting the resistance outwards, and your hips coming to a flat surface at the top. I do not care as much about how low you go with your bum as I care about you holding for a split second a flat tabletop. So with our feet in a comfortable position, you're going up to a nice flat tabletop and down and up and down. I am barely tapping the ground with my bum. You do not need to, but what you do need to do is that split second at the top before you go down. So I'm going down, and then using my glutes, your bum, I am contracting, squeezing, and coming up with them, squeezing them that much more at the top before I go back down. My knees are always pushing against the resistance. They're not caving in. This I do not want. I want your knees out. It should be slightly difficult to keep your knees out because we want to fight that resistance and build the muscle. You need to bring down the severity. Cool. Take the band off. Do the exact same exercise without the band. Other things that you can do is you can actually take this onto a seat. You do the same exact exercise, but we're going to do it with your shoulder blades against the seat, as so. Okay, so you're positioning the seat right below your shoulder blade, about the bra line of a female. Okay, you're again trying to bring your legs in just enough so this part of your body touches. Right, you're down on the ground. Okay, squeeze your bum, bring it up to a flat tabletop surface and back down. This exercise is not about you using your chest and just swinging yourself up and down. I'm not just rocking my torso from forward to back. This is not doing anything. Okay, I am taking my torso, keeping it nice and steady and tight, and using my glute. I'm squeezing into my glutes and bringing my glute up. Notice that my back didn't move that much. My chest is still in the exact same spot it was in. I'm still looking forward, but now I have a tabletop. Right? And then as I go down, my chest stays exactly where it was. Right? And I come up again with my chest staying exactly where it was. Right? Repeat as many of these as assigned. You're being mindful to always push against the resistance of the band with your knees. So as I go down, I am still pushing my knees out. As I come up, using my glutes and squeezing, I am pushing my knees out. Always. This would be me caving into the resistance. You are pushing out against the resistance and going up and down. On the floor. To increase the difficulty on this exercise, there's a couple of things you can do. You can go single leg, okay? So you bring one leg up and you're taking your weight against just a single leg. Now you're on the floor, single leg. I am not resting my leg that's out. You're not resting it on anything. Okay? It is out in the air and you're coming to a flat back using the glute that is solid on the ground. So the foot that's solid on the ground, that is the glute that you are using to push up and out. In this instance, you're not pushing against resistance as much, but you still are avoiding just caving it in, okay? As you push against resistance, it will activate the second glute and create a sturdy back that will support the exercise. You will find yourself pushing against the ground a little bit with your hands in the single leg. That is fine.